Not the smoothest cold start. It's actually been a while since this started and ran, about a week. It sounds like the timing's slightly off. Heard it popping, sputtering a little bit, but it's running, it's warming up. Once it's up to temperature, it's perfect. So I got some stuff to adjust with the choke and probably initial timing, but let's let it warm up. Let's give this car an oil change. And I actually splurged a bit. Picked up the Valvoline VR1 oil. This is the high zinc one. Pretty much one of the only high zinc oils left, which is needed for flat top engines and just old engines in general. I even got a K&N filter, but let's do the oil change. I got her backed in. Gonna turn it off in a couple seconds and just push it back in. Yeah, I just wanted the oil to warm up a little bit so it flows out a little better. You know, don't want to drain cold oil. But oil pressure's good. I mean, 50 pounds, it's idling about 850 RPM. I probably need to raise the RPM. I think that's definitely a big issue. It seems like it almost wants to stumble once it does that transition from off the choke into just normal idle. But running good. All right, let's do this oil change. I've never jacked up one of these cars, so that's gonna be interesting because I know the frame rails are kind of tight in there. Got the Spitfire in the air. This car is awkward to lift up. I got the jack on there for safety. This is there. I don't want to mess with it yet, so I just got a jack stand propping the hood up. But let's look under the car. And so the frame rails are really tight, close together. Where I jacked the car up was the front core support. So it's actually pretty easy to jack up. It's just finding a good spot to put jack stands. Not so good. Not real happy with that spot where the jack stands are currently, but I got this there for safety and I'm not going to be under there really. So let's knock out the oil change. All right, here we are under my Spitfire, caked in oil, and it's wet, so you know it's still leaking. Just leaking out of everywhere, but it's definitely coming from the top, dripping down. We know the rocker cover is leaking, so got to replace that anyway. So not too concerned with the oil leak. I mean, it's been manageable. So here is the drain bolt. I'm not sure what size that is. Just gonna throw an adjustable wrench on there and get it off. Alright, so I ended up using an 11mm box wrench. Thankfully it was not that tight. Sorry about the bad lighting here, but it's black. Oh, nice. It didn't even drip. That was unexpected. But a Fram oil filter. Definitely replacing this one. Alright, it's a new day. Had to pick up some parts. Oil filter did not work out as I expected. So I ordered this little adapter and this Wix filter. You saw before I had a K&N filter. You know, the K&N filter and this Wix filter, size-wise and thread-wise, they're about the same. The difference was this adapter. Now, the Spitfire has, at least mine came with this, and this would be the smaller size, and this would be the modern day size. So the bigger side, as you can tell, this is what modern day filters use. This car had a filter that had a really small hole on it, so either you could somehow find one or just make the switch to modern day filter size. So got this in, you're gonna throw it on. Got the Wix partner numbers right here, and this is for the filter. Yep, cool. So we got a Wix filter, keeping the theme of going all out on this oil change. Let's put it in. All together, just gonna let it prime, build a bit of oil pressure before I try to start it. So I'm not gonna give it any gas, should not fire, just turn.
And it died.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to end this video off here. It's getting dark out. Well, it turned simple oil change. Now this temperature is perfectly fine, but it was just barely past that 3/4 mark, and this car's never got that hot. So that's what's concerning. Like, it barely ever got over half. So I need to do a quick check on the fluids and make sure we're all good there. Yeah, I mean, hopefully nothing happened. It could be hot because it's running lean, because right when I got it running, it was lean rather than rich, but who knows. The choke definitely needs some adjustment. This car needs some work now. All right, so we did the oil change. Simple oil change turned into more, obviously. That's how it goes. So we got some stuff to look into, some stuff to fix. I need to fix the choke on this carb. I believe this is the 38D gas Weber carb. It's the one with the 2 mixture screws on both sides. I have the paperwork for how it's supposed to set up, and I got the mixture screw set up, but now I gotta set up the choke. I'll walk over here, but this is an electric choke, and just based off a quick reading, it looks like inside of here is where the biometric or biometal, whatever it's called, spring is. So I need to adjust that and figure out what's going on. Also, the high idle speed, it doesn't seem to be working right now, and it doesn't seem to be benefiting me, only hurting me when I mess with it too much. I had this off just when I was testing, but putting it back on there for now. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Just gonna continue messing with this off camera, but we'll have this car up and running again in no time.